going into his 18th season. Rondo's going into his 16th season. These are aging players. If you think about what they once upon a time were, you say, oh, that was really great, right?
But you know what? You say Carmelo going into 19, Dwight going into 18, Rondo going into 16. You ain't mentioned anything else about that guy that going into year 19, because you know you better tread carefully. Tread carefully. He hears all.
Who is he joined at the hip with right now that you just mentioned? The flashpoint of that photo that we just looked at. The flashpoint. Really? Is he a first ballot? Russell Westbrook.
You better stop it, Skip.
He is going into his 14th season at age 32. And I'm talking about my analogy. If we put him into the discussion of Pro Football Hall of Fame, there would be discussion about him, because he has proven to be nothing so far through his 13 seasons in this league, nothing more than a solo act.
Skip.
He is a stat machine. Is he a winning machine?
It's like a running back, Skip. A running back with 4 rushing titles. A running back with 4 rushing titles is going to the Hall of Fame, whether or not they win the championship or not.
There are only 5 players on a basketball team at one time.
And here's the thing, Skip. You mentioned he's been an all-NBA player. He's been an MVP. He's been a scoring champ. And he had 4 times he's had a triple-double throughout the season. The case is closed. It's done.
He got to 1 final with the Baby Thunder. He flamed out in the games at Miami.
Skip, he had 44 in 1 game.
Okay, but in the first game there, I'll never forget the great Magic Johnson at halftime saying, I've never seen a point guard play a worse first half than he played in that game.
The man was 20.
Okay, well, he was very, they were all 20.
No, we don't do that. He needed a spanking.
Russell Westbrook is now 55 and 56 in the postseason, so he's a game under 500, and without Kevin Durant, he's 8 and 21. And as everybody infamously knows, that Kevin Durant finally said, I just can't win a championship with him as our primary decision maker. I got to go join forces with the guys we should have beaten, because we had them 3-1 down. And I am going to Golden State. And that was a resounding statement that he made about Russell Westbrook. Then we saw it happen again and again. We saw it happen with James Harden. We saw it obviously happen with Paul George. So all of a sudden, we look at a Russell Westbrook who, the stat machine, for the last 5 years, he's averaged a triple-double. It's impossibly great as a solo act. 4 times he has led the league in turnovers. 4 times he's finished second. 4 times he's led the league in usage rate. So he has to have the ball. 4 times he's finished second in usage rate.
I would like to think a guy that leads the league in rushing is probably going to lead the league in carries. I mean, there's a carryover. It's hard to imagine that the guy that leads the league in assists, because he has the ball, is not going to be a high turnover guy. Every once in a while, you get a guy like Stockton that doesn't try the fancy stuff. He's just basically bounce pass, chest pass. He's not going to try to no-look like Magic. He's not going to try to bounce from half court.
Is Russell Westbrook a winning player? Well, LeBron is hoping, I'm going to turn him into a winning player, which is why LeBron is keeping him at his side, joined at the hip, every moment he can, because he's trying to show him the way, the new way. In his 14th season, there's a different way to do this.
Well, I think the thing is, Skip, is that when here's a player that you've never played with before, you've admired from a distance, and so it's very beneficial that you get to know what the guy likes, how he is, how he thinks, get to know him on a different level. Skip, get to know him on a different level than a distance. Yes, they've played together in All-Star games. Yes, they've competed against each other for a number of years, but how well do they actually know each other? So now that we're going to be playing together, that's what Tom did. What did Tom do? Even during the pandemic, he got the guys in the park, try to get them together to throw, but it's also an opportunity, Skip, to talk to them, get to know what they like, who are the guys that I'm going to be playing with? What's his family like? Obviously, they didn't get together, but talk to them. Are you married? You have any kids? What's your mom, your dad? Where'd you go? Where are you from? Ask all those things. These are the things that build camaraderie. These are the things that build relationships, and these are the things that help you get through the dogged days, because there's going to come a time, with Skip, on that Tuesday night in Orlando, or that Tuesday night where somebody that you should be and you're tired, you're at a back-to-back. These are the type relationships that will propel a team through. So I believe that it will work, although it's not the perfect link, it's not the perfect marriage. But when two people, there's not a whole lot that two people can't accomplish if they put their minds together and this is what they want to do.
And I'm going to say it one more time. The man, Russell Westbrook, who wears number 0, will give you 0 chance of winning a championship this year. He's just not built that way. He is the worst match for LeBron James I could pick. When I first heard it, I thought, that's just wrong. And I believe LeBron will rue the day. He will regret the day that he decided, I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to show the world that everybody else who left him was wrong because I can win with it. That's what LeBron's trying to pull off.
Is the ability to we will.
So is that your prediction now?
We will win.
You're off the Brooklyn Nets onto the LA Lakers? No, well, that's you've been telling me, oh, the Nets should be favored. They're going to win.
No, yes,
Okay.
Skip. Yes, they should be favored. The Lakers are the second. I think it's 225 for the Brooklyn Nets. I think it's 400 for the Lakers.
Well, what are you? Are you the flip on that now?
I don't flip.
Yeah. Which is it? You're not sure?
Game over.
You know what? I think it's game on because I think way deep down, I wish we had a lie detector here on Undisputed, because if we had a lie detector attached to Shannon Sharpe right now, it would be going like this. Zoo, zoo, every time he talks about Russell Westbrook, because he doesn't trust him any more than I do.
Healthy. I fear nothing. See why, Skip, I have the vaccine, so I don't fear COVID.
Okay.
You see how I did that?
Yeah.
We got the vaccine.
Wow.
He's number 6 now.
Okay.
They fear nothing.
Okay. Well, speaking of injuries, the one guy in that pose, as I look at it, there's only one guy left in his prime, and it's Anthony Davis at age 29.
Yeah.
But who is the most injury-prone of everybody in that shot?
It's been AD.
It's AD.
No question.
Okay. So the one guy left in his prime, sort of at the back of his
still
prime.
in his prime. He might be at the tail end of it, but he's still there.
LeBron, he's going to be 37 in
What that got to do with anything?
He's in his 19th year.
Is Tom Brady still in his prime?
Well, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Does LeBron James belong in the same sentence with Tom Brady? Absolutely
As a matter of fact, he belongs in the front of the sentence.
Oh, does he?
LeBron James and Tom Brady.
Really?
In that sentence.
The guy who's 4 and 6 in the finals versus the guy who's he's on his way to winning 8 Super Bowls? Really?
Oh, he on his way? We're on our way to winning our 5th championship.
Are you?
Yep.
Are you sure about that?
Positive.
Okay. Can we bet some future cases on it? Just why not? Let's just tee it up right now so that we have something to shoot at. I will bet you 10 cases the Lakers don't win. Why only 5? 5. Have the courage of your convictions.
Because I get 5 when we win the title. We're going to bet some more for, I think they play Christmas Day, right? Don't they play Christmas Day? Yeah, Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah. I need to open me a couple of cases of Christmas.
I don't care about Christmas.
I do know. Oh, now you don't care about Christmas. When you was out here crying.
I care about Christmas in the big picture. I don't care about the Christmas
You know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the day itself.
Yes.
I'm talking about you cared the last 2 years when the Clippers, you cared so much about
they were the team in the basement. They had to make statements, and they made a statement.
Still are.
Patrick Beverley made a statement to LeBron James, took the ball right out of his hand on a last-second shot, knocked it up over his forehead, off the top of his head, out of bounds. It was the play of the year.
And then what happened in March? In y'all building, what did we do to you? And we sent you a message to let you know LeBron, he did it to Giannis. He went to me. He was did it to Giannis.
Are we talking about the Avery Bradley Memorial game in which he made 6 threes? If you get Avery Bradley to make 6 threes, you always got a shot.
We didn't have Avery Bradley in the bubble. Okay. Remember? And we did it to y'all opening night. Did it to you again. When he locked down Paul George, locked down Kawhi, made Kawhi pass the shot up.
You were the only team that wanted to be in the bubble, and you pulled it off. Congratulations, you beat the 5th seed in the East without 2 of its best players.
Guess what?
Way to go.
And we the only team that got those Jasons of Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Big diamonds.
Yep, you did.
We need some really big rings
they're made of
for our really big team.
Zirconia. All those rings.
You're a hater. You got to stop this.
Come on, stop
This should be beneath you.
Well, it's
not, though.
They're bogus.
That is a bogus.
It's a bogus championship.
Okay, so
it deserves an asterisk, and I give it to you with an asterisk.
Tampa played in the pandemic.
Were they in a bubble?
Yeah, they was in a bubble. They couldn't go outside the hotel. They couldn't do anything. Everybody was isolated. Couldn't nobody do nothing. You had to wear a mask.
Yeah, my homeboy wanted to be there, and then he didn't.
So what about the injuries?
Well, I don't know. Did he have people out there blocking?
All he needs is people. Now, I want you to keep that same energy.
Okay. All I know is the harder I looked at this pose of these 6 future Hall of Famers, the more flawed it got, because they're all way past their prime.
Says you.
And at least 3 of them are questionable Hall of Famers, and then a fourth,
Ain't no
Russell
question.
Westbrook. Many people would sit back on Russell Westbrook and say, is he really just a slam dunk Hall of
Yes.
Famer? Is he just a stat machine?
Yeah, hey, stats, man. Oh, no, Skip, that's why they keep him.
Huh.
If they didn't matter, they wouldn't keep him.
Huh. Interesting.
They keep stats for a reason.
Huh. LeBron's going to have a hard time with this guy. And he's standing right in the middle of the pose wearing the number 0. Yep. 0 chance of winning a championship. I'll
You're a
bet
hater.
10 cases right now.
You know what? I tell you what. I can't do any photo shoots. We do it again.
Really?
Because you be hating. I can't get my pose on. I can't get my pose on with knowing there's a hater beside me.
We did do a recent photo shoot, except we did it separately.
Exactly.
Am I right?
Exactly.
Okay.
That was one of the
put up with me.
That was one of the stipulations because I knew I couldn't have a hater standing in my presence.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
You a hater, man.
You couldn't rise above me.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself for this.
Crazy what a
Proud of
photo
myself.
can bring out of you
I'm
guys.
on the record.
You
Boy,
on the record of being a hater.
such a fun season. I'm already looking forward to it. A couple Hall of Famers think Dak is playing better than he has ever
Really,
played.
Skip?
Plus, how will the Patriots handle facing their former quarterback on Sunday night? We have a packed show. Stick with us.